Yo, good people of Earth, thank you very much for clicking this video. You are wonderful and lovely soul indeed, full of good vibes. And because of that, I believe together we can spread this message of love, peace, unity, and forgiveness among humans across the whole world. Welcome here where we shall be reacting together through different types of videos. Good vibes videos, animal videos, creepy videos, you name it. All with the intentions of spreading unconditional love across the whole world. Straight out of Africa with good vibes. Lots of good vibes. Tell us where you're watching from, hit the like button and watch till the end. Remember, it gets more hit after every beat. Let's dive in, man. Good vibes. Ah. Oh, what is happening here? Oh, looks like some cat that used to sleep with their person. And what happened? The person went to sleep in another place and the cat decided to join them. This is nice, man. This is wonderful. Huh? Huh. Thanks for clicking, man. Big up to yourself. Much love and respect. You are loved and respected. What is happening here? Looks like some, I don't know, people call it crop circles or something like that, where the crops they're carved. Oh,
Yes. Oh my God. Oh my God. Get inside.
Power started flickering a couple minutes ago, and then there was this really, really loud noise. It sounded like almost like an airplane was like really close, but it wasn't going away. It was like just this really loud noise. And so we went outside, and we could see this blue flame through the trees, and I was like, "What is going on?" There's a road in our neighborhood. It's a pretty long road, and this blue flame was shooting across. And I think one of the power lines had gotten knocked down and was in the water. And so I think at this point our entire neighborhood doesn't have power. So I'm going to be conserving phone energy, but I wanted to post this video because I just thought it was super cool. I haven't seen anything like this before. I did get permission, and I'm going to give credit to CJ, who's the one that took it.
Shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it. 3, 2, 1, let's
Simply put water in the cotton and you'll never want to buy ice again. Also known as indestructible ice, 3-day ice, or eternal ice, it is highly sought after in the summer due to its ability to last much longer than regular ice. If you need to keep anything cold for an extended period outside of the refrigerator, in a cooler, or an icebox, you are in the right video. An incredibly useful tip for those who like to go to the beach or venture far from home and carry their cooler with cold food and drinks. Typically, people buy ice and fill coolers to keep things at a low temperature, but the average duration is quite short. Regular ice lasts an average of 2 hours inside a cooler before it starts melting and turns into water. Let's conduct an experiment and show you that this incredible tip really works and will replace your way of making ice at home. I left the ice for 2 hours inside this cooler and noticed that all the ice has already melted. Moreover, the drinks are already quite warm, meaning the ice melted before the scheduled 2 hours. Surely you are used to doing this, pouring out the water from the cooler, but after the tip I'm going to give you, your cooler will turn into a true freezer. Now, I'm going to put a regular ice and a super ice with cotton so you can see how resistant it is and how long it will last compared to regular ice. The benefits of this revolutionary ice go far beyond its durability. because it doesn't melt easily, you can enjoy lower temperatures for extended periods. Imagine having ice that remains solid for 4 days or more inside a cooler while you enjoy a hot day in the park, have a picnic, or even attend outdoor events. Notice that our cotton ice didn't melt at all, mainly because inside a cooler or ice box, it lasts for days and days without even starting to melt. It's simply incredible, and I'm sure that after seeing this, you'll never want to make regular ice when leaving home. In addition to lasting a long time, this ice has incredible durability. Composite technology, using water and cotton, creates a cohesive internal structure that makes the ice more resistant and less prone to breaking, providing a lasting and reliable solution to keep your drinks cold. The cotton fibers act as armor, strengthening the ice against impacts and contributing to its exceptional durability. The cotton protective cover around the ice not only keeps it colder for a longer time, but also offers additional benefits, such as improved thermal insulation. This means that, in addition to extending the ice's durability, it also better preserves the internal temperature, keeping your drinks or food fresher for a longer time. Your cooler will turn into a true refrigerator with this, and you'll never need to spend money on ice bags again. You do it only once at home and use it for days and days. Plumbers don't want you to find this out. Today I'm going to teach you how to unclog the sink using just an egg. Let's start by placing an egg in a container. This egg will be crucial for unclogging the sink because it has chemical properties capable of breaking down fats. Next, we'll fill a glass with white vinegar and another glass with baking soda. Now, let's proceed with the method. As you can see, this sink is very clogged. Not even a drop of water is passing through. So, to unclog it, we'll start by placing the egg directly into the sink drain. Let's let the egg work for a few minutes. After a few minutes, we add all the baking soda. This mixture will unclog your sink in no time. Let's add the vinegar now. Look at the reaction this mixture causes. It will make all the debris in your sink's pipes dissolve and go down the drain, allowing water to flow without any issues. In just a few minutes, you can already see the result. It's truly incredible. Without any effort, the sink unclogged and the water has started to flow. Isn't this tip wonderful? Tell me what you think in the comments. Did you already know about this?
Oh, that's interesting, man. Oh, look at these two dogs. What's up, man? It looks like they are outside at night. And where are they from? Oh, dog. Some good wise guy decided to take the dogs and take good care of them. But this is interesting. You see, humans out there, you see, when you're doing good, don't mind if you don't see the results immediately. Just know that good deeds and good vibes will come your way and will come along. And the time that you need them most, you see, like this guy here, this wonderful human that took these animals out of the street and gave them a home, is petting them. This is wonderful, man. This is good vibes. This is great. This is what we are talking about. People
Anything you
think
say
one
with the words
another.
I am, your subconscious will then take that as a command. And so we're constantly programming our subconscious. See, a lot of people think when they're describing the present, well, I'm sick, But the fact is you're prescribing the future by describing the present as it is. And most people never get that. So this is why the people that live the most effective lives are always acting as if they're in the future and the future's perfect, not waiting to get there.
If you're watching this is your sign to start studying Hermeticism right now. And if you read the follow button, you are on the right path. Time to explain the second Hermetic law, the law of correspondence, with a bottle of water. Of course, all of these short explanations are just the tip of the iceberg. I could spend days, hours, weeks talking about the 7 Hermetic principles. And to be honest with you, I'm even surprised on how I created the perfect analogy to explain this law. Ready? Let's say I am the spiritual plane and I poured water into this bottle. The water inside this bottle represents the emotional and the mental plane. located in the physical plane, basically as above me, so below. If I drink the water, I'll have the water's essence on me, as below, so above. What I have inside this bottle is water. If I spill it out on the physical plane, it's still gonna be water. As within, so without. But what if I decide to put a tea bag inside this bottle of water? It's not gonna be water anymore. It's gonna be tea. And what stops my water from becoming tea? The lid, which we can call here your mind. That shows how our environment can have a huge influence on our essence. As without, so within.
Huh. Some wonderful hack here. Oh, let's see. What do you think this guy is making? Some two coils here. Looks like they are made of copper. Or what metal is this? You put two coils together and you solder them to some filament bulb. The positive and the negative terminals. Oh my god. Huh. What do you think this guy will use to power this lamp? Some magnets? Let's see. Oh, some small magnets. You put them together in the sides that attract one another. Oh, this is interesting. And you put glue. Then you put them inside the coils and now there is magnetism all over the both coils. Oh my god. This is crazy, man. Oh, this like the magnetic field is causing some electricity current. Oh my god, this is interesting. Oh, look at this. It is even able to power a fan. This is interesting, man.
Here's a feng shui tip using plants to protect your home. Take a snake plant, which represents strength, fierceness, and protection, with its sword-like leaves and place it on the front entranceway of your home. The energy of the snake plant will shield your home. So leverage the power of the snake plant energy to protect your home. Many blessings.
Did you know that? Or do you believe that? Leave some comments, man.
In feng shui, color is important to attract money and wealth. So one of the colors of wealth is gold. So if you don't want to paint the walls in your home gold, then place lots of gold objects and statues in your home. In my home, I have a gold happy Buddha, a gold pig, a gold dragon, a gold tiger. So leverage the power of the color gold to attract money and wealth into your life. Many blessings.
Is that true? Leave your comments. Be the judge, man.
24-hour sun in Antarctica, huh? Check this out. You're welcome, honey.
So what you're watching is the alleged proof of the 24-hour sun in Antarctica. It's a 24-hour time-lapse appearing to show the sun traveling around in a big circle and staying above the horizon for 24 hours. It looks pretty good. The shadows match well. The lighting seems right. The video seems pretty convincing. And the clouds don't repeat 24 hours later like they did in this video, where the exact same cloud pattern repeats a day later. It's crazy how much effort goes into faking these videos. Remember the saying, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. But in this case, the clouds don't repeat 24 hours later. Instead, we're going to be looking at the sun with the same exact sun flares that repeat 24 hours later. I've synced the two segments of the video together. Remember, the bottom video is supposed to be 24 hours later. The clouds are different, and the lighting slightly changes, but the sun flares on the camera are exactly the same. I have freezed a few frames so that you can look closer. I'm convinced these repeating sun flares are impossible. as the slightest variation in angles and atmospheric conditions would alter the sun flares. But I could still see someone plausibly claiming that the repetition of the same sun flares over an approximate 12-hour period is purely a coincidence. Okay, I highly doubt it, but I can see the very slight possibility. But there is one more thing that repeats, which I refer to as the coup de grace, that proves that this video is indeed a fake. Here's the clip in question. Did you see it? Here it is again. Do you see the lighting artifact flash on and off at the same exact time? Here it is again at a very slow speed. The flashes are exact and at the same video frames. That's impossible. There is no excuse. This video is another fake. There you go, another blatant fakery that took some serious effort to fool you into believing in their globe model. How many times will they be able to fool you?
Clearly, this shows us, if anything, that trickery is afoot. And this is not just one of the months, this is not just 2 of the months, it's not just 5 of the months. This is every month that they have a webcam video for. They have edited and cut out part of the day. And these are during the main months, which are January, December, and November, the southern summer. In this video, let's watch this green flag down below. You'll see it starting around maybe 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, rotates around to about 2 o'clock, and then resets. Rotate around, reset. This is obviously a lie. This is obviously not what's going on. Why don't we get to see the sun do a 360-degree turn around the southern continent? Now remember, this would be pretty good evidence and proof of the globe, because it doesn't work on a flat earth to see the sun go around the southern continent. However, on a globe, it is something that should be really evident and should be seen in every single summer video from the South Pole. But again, watch the flag. It'll start around 8 o'clock, rotate around until it gets to 2, and then reset and start over. This should be a huge eye-opener. Should be something that screams to you, fraud, fake, set up, contrived. So, I emailed the head of the Australian Antarctic division there, and she wrote back and basically said that the webcams at their Antarctic stations are subject to very limited internet connections, and frequent interruptions and dropouts are commonplace as the outages due to weather are extreme. Very slow bandwidth means we are unable to have constant streaming video. The time lapses you see on our site are stitched together from photos generated every 15 minutes, and basically saying that there'd be no way that they could have data from a whole entire day. Just taking a look at Mawson Station's current time lapse, for example, the images are being recorded overnight, and nothing appears to be missing. If you do notice anything absent on any of our webcams, please let us know the specifics so we can investigate any potential faults, or even maybe restore images where possible. So I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? Why don't you have complete day's videos? You're cutting them yourself. So I wrote back, and she responded with, "Hi Jaron, I've spoken to our web manager, who was not available earlier. He let me know that some frames are actually missing by design. Because the webcams were set up so long ago, he had forgotten about a script he had written to omit frames that are mostly all black to save on space, bandwidth, and overall quality of the video. Chunks of time with just black screens are a bit of a waste." He said that if there is any reasonable light source in the image, then the image would not be omitted, and that the missing frames are based only on the amount of light in the image. That if there is any reasonable light source in the image, then the image would not be omitted, and that the missing frames are based only on the amount of light in the image. Thanks for your email. We will now add this to the FAQ for future webcam visitors. And if you can't tell, this is complete and total horseshit, because what we were just looking at was the summer months when there is no night. It's supposed to be 24 hours of sun going around. Why are those images omitted? So I said, Jen, I still think you aren't quite understanding what I'm saying. If you have time-lapse webcam footage from the Amundsen Scott base, then why is there no 24-hour sun video? You guys have cut and edited every single video. Why? It makes no sense with your answers below about black screens. Please explain. For example, watch all videos for November, December, January, 2011, 2012, 2013. And the most recent email, which came earlier this week, said, Hi Jaron, the Amundsen Scott Station is an American facility, and for all inquiries regarding their webcam footage, you need to contact them. The information and explanation that Jen provided below still applies to ours. Kind regards, Denise. So I have emailed all the people at the NOAA and the NSF, and we were waiting to see if they've got anything new to say besides just the same nonsense responses.
Oh my god. What do you think about that? Please leave some comments, man. Good vibes.
Here's a feng shui tip for your career. In the Chinese 5 elements, the wood represents flexibility and change, like the flexibility of a bamboo tree. So if you want to have flexibility and change in your career, then take a wood object like a tree, which represents expansion and growth, because that's what you want in your career, and place it in the north part of your home. So leverage the power of the wood energy of flexibility and change to make that transition in your career. Many blessings.
Oh my god, huh? Have you ever tried that? Did you know that? Does it work? Oh my god.
After open contact, will humans still need to rely on farming and agriculture for food, and will new sources of sustenance be provided via ET technology or through Sasani specialists?
Yes, new technologies may provide more abilities for sustenance, but at the same time, remember, many people actually have a passion for growing things, and many people will still do so. But it will be done more naturally, more organically, as you say. And done in a way, once borders are gone, that will allow all to take advantage of it rather than people starving.
If I say the word Earth, what do you think of? Obviously that, right? Even as a flat earther, that's what I visualize when I first hear the word Earth, because it's all we've ever been taught. It's all that's ever been ingrained in our mind. We've never thought of anything else, what could be out there that's different. It's just this. And this is part of the reason why I think so many people have a hard time even wrapping their head around the fact that they live on a stationary level plane, because they can't picture anything but this. Or if they do, they picture the nonsense propaganda flat disc that they try to show you that flat earthers believe they live on, which we don't. So what I want to do is I want to give you a different visual so you can potentially visualize what true flat earthers actually think we are living in. So if you go on even Google and you research biblical Earth, this is what's going to pop up. And this is very close representation of what most flat earthers think they live on. There's a firmament above that's a solid barrier, a dome right here. And above that is water. And there is proof of that through looking at stars, through watching a SpaceX rocket go up and scrape against the barrier. There's even proof that there's water underneath in the great deep, and I'm going to show you both of those. But this is your visual. It's a flat level plane with terrain, obviously, with a barrier, and then the sun, the moon, and stars are all within this firmament, and it is rotating around you. Okay, so I want to take you through a little trip so you can get even a better visualization and understand how things work on the flat earth model, the real model you live on. Let's first start with the sun. I'm going to show you what the sun actually does, how it works on the flat earth model, and how it actually makes more sense compared to what you witness and experience yourself. All right, now I just want you to get a visual. Think of this with that biblical earth model. This would be rotating around in the firmament, and you can see the sun just goes farther away. Okay, it's not setting because the earth is rotating, it's just going farther away. It wouldn't shrink and grow if the earth were just rotating and the sun stayed 93 million miles away. It's right there, it's close. Watch how it just comes back in and it grows and it shrinks. If the sun or the earth were just rotating.
This is what the sun is actually doing. It's what causes days. It's what causes seasons. It's what causes time zones. You see, we're not rotating 360 degrees in a day. The sun is rotating around us in 24 hours, and that's what causes a day. This is also what causes seasons. If this is the United States, the sun makes smaller loops around the Earth in the summer, and then as the winter starts to come, it makes these bigger ones, and then Australia has the summer because it's closer to Australia and further away from us.
Us flat earthers don't claim to know what's outside of the water around us. We don't know that. Heaven? Who knows? But I want to show you that there is water in the deep and there's water above. Here comes the above first. This is a SpaceX rocket being launched into the firmament. That looks an awful lot like it's scraping against water to me. Does it to you? I mean, how do you get these pulses of smoke? Unless it's water. Shimmering in water. I also just want to show you what a star looks like through the firmament. A lot like it's in water.
One of the most amazing things that I had ever seen at the bottom of the ocean. It was while filming for Blue Planet. It was in the Gulf of Mexico. And I noticed there's something out in the distance. Couldn't tell exactly what, but it looked like a dark band. And as we approached it, the dark band became a donut. I saw this donut. It was black in the center. What the heck is that? And so as we get closer and closer to it, I noticed that the black band had what appeared to be kind of steam over it. And then I looked, and there was water lapping against the shoreline. This band was a ring of mussels. And inside the ring of mussels was a lake. And it's like, wait a minute, I'm already underwater. We went out over the water in this lake and tried to descend in it and bounced off. It was so super saline and dense that the submarine couldn't go down in it. We literally bounced off, and as we bounced off, we sent ripples heading back to the shoreline. It was insane. I've never seen anything like it.
Next, let's tackle compasses. For you youngsters out there, you probably don't even know how a compass is supposed to work on a globe Earth. But supposedly, the North Needle is attracted because the poles are magnetic. Well, I'm going to show you there's only one pole, and it's the North Pole, and that's how a compass works.
If the Earth was a ball with two poles, well, your magnet should point to the South Pole. Get a magnet. It has a North and a South Pole. Hold it near either way. The compass will point towards it. Okay, the South Pole or the North Pole. Right? But no compass anywhere on Earth points to the South Pole. As I'm showing you this, it's going around. I'm trying to push it east now, and I have to keep turning. East is a circle on the flat Earth and on the globe Earth. But if I try to dead reckon west, so here I am, the compass is pointing west. I say, okay, west, and I follow that dead reckoning, I'm heading south, away from the center. Immediately I'm heading south. Every straight line is south. Right, well, when I go away, now I'm going south, south, south. Now, if the Earth was a globe, I should magically show up over here, but no one has ever gone south and come up on the other side. It's never been done. East and west, you can't point east because you're pointing south. East curves off.
All right, to summarize what Flat Earth Dave, the smartest flat earther in the world, was saying, we think, us flat earthers think there is a giant magnetic mountain or something in the North Pole. And just like the Antarctic Treaty, there's a North Pole Treaty where you can't go explore here. And we think this is why. A giant magnetic mountain. And this would be north, and everything pointing away from it would be south. So north, anywhere you're on a compass, that needle is going to point north to the magnetic mountain. If you're traversing this way, this is east and west. Everything away is south. So north points it away, south is everything else. You can go
around the world just like this on a flat earth too. It's called circumnavigating. Once you kick this thing to the curb and trade it in for this, life in the world makes a whole lot more sense around you. Not at first, I will tell you that. It takes a couple weeks, maybe some even a few months to wrap your head around your new environment. But where you live, where you think you live on that globe, it's not even close to where you live. And I encourage you to research this. Dig through the crap at the top that they're going to feed you, dig down to the bottom, and find the truth.
Oh, good people! Thanks for watching up to this far, man. Much love and respect to yourself, even for clicking. And with the videos that has passed, there's a lot of things that has crossed my mind, you see, and those that have sparked in my mind, and it makes me wonder a lot about a lot of stuff, you see. I wonder, do you have also the same thoughts or those that have been sparked in your mind, you see, or anything that you find interesting? Oh, the only way I can find out is by you leaving some comments there, telling us what you think about the videos or anything you would have wanted you to hear or say. You see, anything like that, with the intentions of spreading love and good vibes